Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're doing great. As you may remember, during the first Saturday of class, I was talking to you about the two main platforms that we are going to be using during the course, being one of them Schoology and the other Quizlet. Well, if you are here, it's probably because you already know Schoology, maybe you're exploring the different options that I have there for you, but perhaps you have some questions about how to use Quizlet. So that is basically the main idea behind this video. I'm going to describe to you the whole process since the very first moment that you enter the page and you want to create your account till the moment that you start creating your first 5 flashcards. So if that is your case and you're interested, stay tuned. The step number 1, or even you could call it step number 0, it's basically entering the page by typing this Quizlet.com. After that, you have to go to the right side of the page and click in Registrarte. And instantaneously, Quizlet is going to give you 3 different options for creating your account. The first one is Continuar con Google. That it's basically if you have a Gmail, you can use it. The next one is Continuar con Facebook. That it's something similar to the first option, but in this case, if you have a Facebook and you want to use it, you can do that. And the third and most typical option on every single page or platform, it's basically doing this, following the classic procedure that it's putting your birthday, creating a user's name, typing your email address, creating a password, accepting the conditions, all those things. In my case, I'm not going to use Gmail nor Facebook. I'm going to do it in the most typical manner that I think it is, just adding your information directly to the page. Step number 1 in this case, birthday. Start by the day, then it's followed by the month, then you just have to add the year, very important, and then you have to be creative and imagine the name that you have to have there, well, that you want to have here. In my case, I'm going to go simple, and oh my god, okay, I'm going to add a 7. Oh no! Okay, I can do it like this, and like this. Like this. Perfect. Then write your email address. Something like this. It could be Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, Outlook, whichever you have. And almost finally your password. So you can use capital and lower letters, numbers, and that's it. And here they are asking you if you are a teacher or a parent. Well, you can put that you're a teacher and that's completely okay. They don't have the option that says, I am a student, no. But you can do that. And then, accept the conditions and click once again in Registrate. And now, this is what you are going to see on the screen. But in order to access to the group that we have in Quizlet, because it's not just creating and start to create your own flashcards, we have a class here. So here at the top, you have to write, I'm going to put it there, quizlet.com/join/this for QQ, capital letter G, T, U, capital letter, and finally CBS. And enter the link. And you are going to be able to see the group, but as you can see, here is the option that is going to make the difference. Okay guys, this is very important. You have to join the class. So click here. And that's it. You are part of it. Previously we had like 12 members. Now we're 13. And now guys, almost to finish. I mean, this is basically the first half of this video. Now you know how to create an account. Now you know how to join the group. But now, how do I create my flashcards? As you can see, we have many different options around this page, but we are going to click here in crear. And yeah, this is the first step for you to creating your first vocabulary set in Quizlet, okay? Or second if you had an account before. You have to write a title, very important. In my case, I would write something like this. New vocabulary. And a happy face, because why not? Then, right here, the thing that you have to do is to start adding the words. So let's remember that every single Saturday, guys, you're going to have an hour for the self-access section of the class. That basically is to have an hour for you to learn the language, to improve your vocabulary, your grammar, through activities that you actually really like. For example, listening to music, maybe watching some videos, or even working on your writing, reading. I left some resources for you in the platform. So, let's imagine I'm part of the group. I was reading or listening / reading a book that I liked, and they started to show me words that I didn't understand, or maybe that were new for me, or that maybe were confusing. So I can add those here. I'm going to do it just the way it should be in your case, okay? The first one is the word sorry. And they asked me to choose language. I'm going to explain this later in this video, the reason why it is cool to do this, but to just do it, okay? In this case, well, it's a word in English. Let's say it's in English. Now, here in definition, guys, I'm going to give you two options, and I hope you choose the second. Here, you can add the word in English and then the word in Spanish so you remember the meaning. But I really recommend it to you not to do that. I mean, it's okay. It's up to you. You're going to do it the way you feel more comfortable with. But I would really recommend it to you to, instead of using the word in Spanish, add the definition in English because, well, you are intermediate advanced level. That means that you are actually developing a second brain. What does it mean? Believe it or not, I'm not going crazy. The thing is that when you are in that kind of level, you're basically, you're not thinking that much in Spanish. Like when you speak, you're not thinking in your native language. You're thinking in another language, which is basically like having a second brain. So something that will really help you with that, start thinking in it like the way it is in English. Okay, so I'm going to stop chatting and I'm just going to add the meaning in English just to give an example, okay? For example, app would be something like decrease. I think they're not going to show me the picture they want. Okay, no, but this is an example. I'm going to choose a random word. Picture. I like this. Like you can add a picture that gives you a better idea about the word. Okay, this is just an example. Like you can add a picture or not. Okay, now I'm going to add a second word. Let me see, what can I add? This one. Okay. Once again, as you can see, here you don't have to add that it's in English or not. Oh, here too. You don't have to do this step like every single time you add a word. It's just there. Like it is in this one and probably in here. Yes. Well, guys, I decided that it was better to speed it up a little bit because I was basically trying to explain to you that the page will also give you the definition of the words that you write there. So it's a good tool if you wanted to make it easier in that sense. So, yep. And I'm just basically doing the same thing that I was doing at the beginning. And, okay, it's enough. There is the last one. Okay, maybe this beautiful word that I found a couple months ago, gist. Okay, and I'm just going to do something like this and add a picture. For example, in this case, I think I'm not going to choose any of these pictures. And let me tell you guys that is completely okay because at the end of the day, you're going to personalize this the way you prefer it. So once you finish, you can just click in crear and it will save them for you. Now, this will be all, but I'm just going to add some extra steps that you can do with it, or with them, that are actually very important, okay? You don't have just to add the words, you can practice with them. There you have some options. For example, in Aprender, they're going to ask you, like, in different manners and different times, this word, so you practice through repetition. For example, this picture, I remember that it was something like confused, right? But let's say I have it here, but in this case, I'm going to give another answer. Okay, they're telling me that it is wrong, as you can see. Those times when it kind of happens to you, in the future, in the same activity, you're going to repeat that word as many times as it is necessary for you to remember. Let's continue. For example, Chris, we said it was this word. Probability, it is something like this. In observation, we said that it was something like this. And then once again, as you can see, there is the word. They know that I know 4 words, but they admit that there is one that is kind of failing, so they will put it again. And once you do this, it changes. Now it's part of the known words. But they want me to be sure that I really know it, so they're going to repeat it as many times as I actually need it. So, for example, oh my god. As you can see, we're going to ask you not only to recognize them through the picture, but through the way you write it. And then it is changing. There are not only words that you know, but words that you really, really know. Okay, probability. And that's it. Okay, guys. And yeah, the word that I forgot before, of course they're going to show it to me once again until they are sure that I really remember it. And that's the way that you let them know that you really know them, that you really remember them. Okay, so that was just an example. In the future, every single time that you want to add new vocabulary, you just have to go like right below the picture, well, the vocabulary that you have, and there is the option, agregar o eliminar términos. In the case that you made a mistake and you want to change something, you just have to click here in this little pencil. And also, if you want to practice the pronunciation, you can click on these words and they're going to show you the pronunciation. I don't know if you're going to listen to it, but I'm going to click.
M.
And they will show you the pronunciation.
Likelihood.
That is the reason why it is very nice to choose the language, because if you want to check the pronunciation in the future or so, you just have to
Decrease. Decrease.
And that's it. You know, it's very simple. However, there's something I have to say. Adding a picture and the pronunciation are not options available in the application that you could have in your cell phone. This is something that you can only edit here in the computer. So that's a tip. If you want to do it from your cell phone, I think it's possible, but you are more limited. So I would really recommend it to you to work at least in this step through your computer. And once you want to play with the words, you can use your cell phone, and that way it's better, I guess. Okay, guys, so I think that it will be it. In case you have any question, any doubt, please send me a message. I will answer. So I'll see you on Saturday's class. Bye, guys.